about maybe their legal case, so that way they have the information to make their own determination about what's next in their lives. That's who we are. We are people who understand that these are just other human beings who deserve compassion and should be treated with dignity.
And were you on the ground when the bus arrived? Was your team on the ground? Can you kind of summarize for us what you saw in these people, what they were experiencing as they arrived in Los Angeles?
Well, yes, I was. So I was able to greet the individuals as they arrived and greet a lot of children. They're very tired. They've been walking, they've been traveling, crossing countries. Finally, they have come to our borders. They've been given the opportunity to petition for asylum, and so they just need to be received with just good human treatment, and that's what we did. And our organizations will work with them as we do with immigrants every single day. We receive individuals and help them as they begin their new life in this state and in this city, and we will treat these individuals the same way we treat everybody else.
I want to end with this. I know that you mentioned people coming into Los Angeles. We welcome people into Southern California every day. Seeing this come from the state of Texas and seeing this happen from leadership in Florida, Texas, and beyond, what is this like for you to see a group sent by a state out here to Los Angeles?
We make choices. Leaders make choices. And the choice that can be made is to receive individuals with humanity, to understand their very desperate plight, and to offer them the solutions and the support that they need. And then they will become the contributors that so many before them have been to this country. Or we have other choices, and we have the choice that the governor is making is a politicized choice, but it involves putting people's lives in the line. It's using people with political motivations, and that's their choice. And that we can't control that, but we can control and have been controlling our response. And our response is one of dignity. It's about humanity, and it's about understanding that the last thing you want when you finally arrive to your destination after you're fleeing persecution, when you're fleeing violence, is to then arrive and then be utilized for these kind of political stunts. That's not what people deserve.
To be clear here, are you okay with what Texas has done here?
Of course not. But I am very proud of the way California and the city of Los Angeles and the county of Los Angeles responds. And most importantly, we have a group of organizations that work with immigrants every day, and so we're prepared to receive these individuals the way we receive people every day here.
Angelica, thank you so much for your time.
So
I
much.
appreciate your organization's work. We're going to be continuing to follow this. Again, we're at Union Station where the bus arrived, and we will be keeping tabs on the latest developments here as they happen. We'll send it back into you.
You know, Alex, as we were talking to you or listening to you, we noticed the picture, the split screen there. That's the picture from News Chopper 4 over the church where those migrants were taken. Needed, how many patients here, but we're trying to get more information on that as well. And before you go, very quickly, this is the first bus we've seen come in here. Do we know, are they getting a heads up there may be another bus coming?
Yeah, Angelica, I'm going to bring you back in here. And the question from Colleen Williams, she's curious about if you have any knowledge of more buses, potentially flights that may be coming in from out of state.
Yeah, I do not know if there are more buses coming or if there are flights being chartered here. Again, we will just respond as needed with the idea that what we can do is offer them information about their particular situation and help them connect with loved ones so that they can continue on with their lives.
And Colleen noted some concerns with the fire department. The fire department was called and responded at one point. Did you notice anybody who was struggling from a health perspective?
No, the response from the fire department was proactive. It was just to make sure that if anybody was struggling, that they would have access to medical care. People were very tired, again, a little disoriented as they are in a new city. They've traveled from another state to another state, so it was just really about getting the information. But once we explained to them where they were, who we were, you could see people just kind of relaxing just a little bit more. And I just want to say you had a good interaction with all those, with the children, trying to make sure that they, their nerves were calmed a little bit.
Angelica, thank you so much. Very fluid situation here, Colleen. We'll send it back into you.
All right, Alex, thank you for that.
All right, moving on. A day after President Trump pleaded not guilty to 37 counts of mishandling classified documents, Attorney General Merrick Garland is defending his special counsel who oversaw the federal criminal probe.
Now the former president is seeking some cracks or